Hi, the purpose of this recording is to teach you how to add dates and media to the timeline. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Toonaruna, and I'm already here. I'm going to go to purple or pink. I don't know if I have pink resources up yet, but the purple certainly is. So I click it, and I have 3 links here. The first link is for the chapter, so I'm going to right click and open that in a new tab. I'm also going to go to the Explorer website, and I open that in a new tab, and then the timeline spreadsheet. So while those are opening, I will give you some background information about the timeline. The timeline is driven by a spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet, and this is the Google spreadsheet. And when we update the spreadsheet, the timeline will update as well. The timeline, you can get to it by going to our Age of Exploration webpage, and here's a timeline. And as you can see, some students and myself have added some of the items so far. So here we have all of the items, and you're going to notice that there are certain things that are common on each page. There is a title, there is some text, there is a date that appears above the title. There's media, which could be a movie or an image. There's accreditation, not accreditation, but there is recognition of the source, citation, and also a caption that goes along with the picture. So if I go to the Explorers, I can see that there is a place for the date, month, day, and time. Most of the things that we're going to do don't require a time. Very few of them require a month or a day. All of them will require a year. There is the red side, and now there is a gray side. So on this side you put the date that it begins, and on this side you put the date that it ends. You cannot put in like 1300 to 1302 because the computer won't like that. You would have to put 1300 here and 1302 here as an example. So I have to find a spot that is empty, and right now I'm on row 22, and this is going to be where I start. Where I get the information is from the text. Here is the chapter that we're working on, and I'm going to scroll down just to find a spot, and it might take a little time to bring this back up. I will assign each of you an explorer and a chapter, and your job will be to get dates that are important to that particular person or that particular event. So here we have John Cabot. After a failed attempt in 1496, John Cabot set sail again in 1497. So I can put in here 1496, 1496, and it really didn't have an end date. So for the title, I'm going to put John Cabot Attempts to Sail. All right, let me check it. That looks good. So I don't really have a lot of information about it, but I could go to the Wikipedia and see if they have any more information about it. But what I'll do is I'll just grab this, and I'm going to copy it. Control C, and I'll go to my timeline, and right next door to it I have to double click to really open it up. You can see the cursor there. Now I'm going to paste. I'm going to paste this plain text. It looks pretty good. Sometimes you'll see that it might look like this. Oh, sorry, it didn't work, but I'll show you another one. So I have it. It's going to look pretty good, and even if I look at the timeline now, it'll show that information. So I'm going to refresh it, and we can see, we can go through here and find our entry. And you'll see it right away because it won't have any media with it. There it is. And here is the date, and here is the text. So now I have to add a little bit more information to it. So 1496, 1496 was going to be right there. And now I have to find media. So I'm going to go to Wikipedia, or I could just put in John Cabot here. Cabot. John Cabot. And I look here, he has some pretty good information. Remember, the Wikipedia is a good place to start, but not a good place to end your research. That looks like a pretty good picture. This is a replica of a boat that he used. We would have to see if that's really the boat that he used. Maybe I want to find a better picture that actually goes along with it. Ah, this one looks pretty good. So I click it. Every image on the internet has its own web address. Everyone. So I'm going to right click it, and it says copy image address. Not copy image, but copy image address. And watch what I can do. I can just put it up here, and if I control paste it, it changes the address a little bit, and it ends with JPEG or GIF, GIF, or PNG, portable network graphic. So now I just have that picture. I'm going to put that media right here. I'm going to paste it, just the values, and then I'm going to give credit. You can also check it now if you wanted to. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go back, and the Wikipedia does a very nice job of helping you put in assignation. So let's see, more details, commemorative stamp, public domain, about this. Oh, this would be a nice comment for that. More details. Use this file. Aha, thumbnail. Oh, we can even put a thumbnail in there. That's pretty cool. Using this to create public domain, photographs taken, copyright, artistic. This is being a little difficult, but usually the Wikipedia does a nice job with this. Download. Oh, information about reusing. Let's see if we can find that. Nope. All right. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Oh, this has been a terrible video, but I really want to use this image. It's driving me crazy. Why can't I find it? Okay. More details. Public domain. Public domain. About this interface discussion. Obtained from Newfound. So it's public domain. I wonder if we can just put public domain in there. Media caption, public domain. And the caption is stamp of the ship Matthew. Okay, so now let's refresh up here and see what it looks like. $14.96. $14.96. There it is. And so we put all that information in.